Ladies and gentlemen, the British and Commonwealth Heavyweight Championship. Please welcome the first of our challengers from Norwich, Sam Sexton.
Well, is this going to be the night of the underdog? Chelsea have gone to Germany and they'll be bringing back the Champions League trophy. Now Sam Sexton is going to attempt something similar with a shock win on the road. Sexton is a far bigger outsider than Chelsea were, but at the home of the Grand National, there's been a few long shots who romped home down the years, and Sexton definitely fancies his chances in what is a two-horse race.
Well, Sexton is tough. He has a good technique. He's been in tough fights before. This is a hostile atmosphere, but he's performed in a hostile atmosphere before and come out as a winner. He's come out on top in tough fights, so he's answered a lot of questions. Tonight, David Price, we hope will be asked some questions by Sam Sexton. He's a big underdog, but I think he's quite comfortable with that. But for me, this is just a real tough job he has in his hands tonight.
Yeah, and it's not helped by this crowd. They've all come to see him. It really is a passionate atmosphere here at the Aintree Equestrian Centre. And they're all here to see big David Price.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the second of our challengers this evening, making his way to the ring from Liverpool, David Price.
Well, blue may be the colour of the moment, but here in Liverpool, it's a city seeing red right now, quite literally. Even a red canvas to make passionate Liverpool fan David Price feel completely at home. And they'll be painting the whole town red if he claims the British heavyweight title. What's already been an amazing day of sporting drama isn't over yet. He's unbeaten, he's explosive, he's seemingly set for greatness. This could be David Price's night of destiny.
Well, we have a richness of talent in the heavyweight division in Britain at the moment, probably more so than it's been for a long time. There are heavyweights around domestically that have had better performances than David Price. Some have had better results than David Price, but David Price is the one with the potential, we all believe, the potential to go all the way to the World Championship eventually. But he faces a hurdle tonight, big pressure on him tonight, but I'm sure he'll cope with that. He has a terrific temperament, as well as all of the boxing skills and power that he has.
To add to the temperament, throw in his confidence as well, which he's growing all the time. 6'8.5", he towers over Sam Sexton, who is not short and not light at all. Look at those natural advantages he has. That big 82-inch reach. That's a huge weapon for David Price. He's unbeaten, of course, in 12 fights. Most of them go early. His KO percentage, 83%. Sam Sexton been around a little bit longer, and no mug either. But a big, big underdog tonight. There really is a feeling around this arena that this is the first step on the road to greatness for David Price. The British title at stake. It's a vacant title. There's never been a heavyweight from Liverpool who's won it. This man is poised to end that long, long wait.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, in attendance here at ringside. And at this time, a very warm welcome to you, the viewers, joining us on Sky Sports HD. This is Fight Night, live from the home of the Grand National. We're at the Aintree Racecourse in Liverpool. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Frank Maloney is very proud to bring you 12 three-minute rounds of boxing for the vacant heavyweight championship of Great Britain and the Commonwealth. In association with our sponsors, Southwark Metals, CYC, Westminster Waste, Lonsdale and LC Law. All our officials at ringside, appointed by the Commonwealth Council and the British Boxing Board of Control. Steward in charge, Mr. Charles Giles. Our inspectors, Steve Bunsby and Steve Furness. Our three scoring judges at ringside are, from All Hallows, Mr. Richie Davis, from Fleetwood, Mr. Steve Gray, and from Wellingborough, Mr. John Keane. Timekeeper is Mr. Gary Grennan from Burnley, and when the bell rings, the referee in charge, A-star referee from Mar, Doncaster, Mr. Howard Foster. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in attendance here at ringside, the officials are ready, the boxers are ready. Are you ready for the main event? Between and introducing, in the blue corner, wearing black shorts with white, weighing in 16 stone, 4 pounds, 8 ounces, bringing to the ring a 17 fight record, 15 wins, 6 wins inside the distance, only 2 defeats. He is a former prize fighter champion and heavyweight champion of the Commonwealth. From Norwich, Norfolk, please welcome Sam Sexton. And across the ring in the red corner, wearing white with red and gold. At the weigh-in, he scaled 17 stone, 7 pounds, 8 ounces. He has 12 wins from 12 contests, 10 wins inside the distance. He stands before you, the current English heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome home to Liverpool, the undefeated David Price! Our referee in charge, Mr. Howard Foster, to give final instructions to both boxers.
Okay, fellas, you both know the rules. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both watch your heads. Good luck to you both. Touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
Well, this would be a really bad time to go and put the kettle on, because the way David Price has been fighting recently, he's getting opponents out of there very early. His last 3 fights have lasted less than 6 minutes. What can Sam Sexton do to make Price slow down a little bit, make him think? Sexton knows that he wants to try and take this into the later rounds, but that is going to be very difficult against David Price. And watch out for that big over-the-top right hand from the big fella, because that has been lethal in recent contests. Sexton brings fast hands and quick feet, and he's well schooled. These two know each other very well. They have sparred. They don't say they don't remember much about it. It was a long, long time ago. But there's a lot of familiarity there and a lot of respect there as well.
You see Price straight away just extending the left hand, just keeping it in Sexton's face, just intimidating with it and shortening the distance it has to travel when he does let it go. That's a trick that the Klitschko's used to good effect. So just a little reminder for Sexton that he has to get past that jab, and that was a solid jab he had to take there.
Well, the jab is an improving weapon for Price. Look at that, just snapping through again. Both these fellas have had good quality sparring. Price has been in Berlin, sparring with Kubrat Pulev, a new European champion, said he handled himself very well at that level, which has given him terrific encouragement. Sexton brought in big Richard Towers from Sheffield did over 100 rounds in total, most of them with Towers, some with Matt Skelton, some with Ali Adams as well. He said he needed those rounds because he hasn't boxed much over the last couple of years. And Price said he needed the rounds as well because he's not getting the rounds at the moment. He's getting rid of people so quickly. So they both say they've come in perfectly conditioned.
I don't think Sexton will be too perturbed if he doesn't make an early impression. I don't think he will expect to make an early impression, but he must be worrying the fact that these jabs are landing solidly. He won't mind losing the rounds, but he doesn't want to be dominated.
So far he's managed to block the right hands. You just get the sense everyone in this audience, they're just waiting for the moment of detonation. Particularly Graham over at Sexton's trainer, he said we've got two options really. Keep it at range, keep right out of the danger zone, or get right in on his chest. What he doesn't want to be is in no man's land, because Price will eat him alive there.
I think once he settles into it, if he settles into it, he's going to have to fight in little bursts. You know, he can't box with Price, he can't obviously take chances, so he's going to have to pick his little opportunities, let punches go in little bursts, and hope for the knockout. But the trouble is, he's not a big puncher himself, as his record shows.
There is some durability there, though. He's only been on the floor once as a professional, and he says he was off balance with that one as well.
Price is looking nice and relaxed too, not burning up any nervous energy, just showing patience, just getting the round in the bank.
We're just trying to get a few rounds, all right?
Well, no bombs away in the opening 3 minutes. It was controlled, it was patient, it was disciplined from Price.
Yeah, and I think Sexton's doing what we expected. He has to be cagey, he has to be defensive, but he'll try to spring a surprise here and there. Didn't get a chance in the opening round to let too many punches go, but I don't think he'll be shocked by that.
Round two, this battle for the vacant British heavyweight title. There's that jab again. Sexton just blinked as that one thudded through.
See, he doubled the jab, that's the reason that one landed so cleanly. Just a little double, and he's extending that hand again, as you can see. Just intimidating Sexton with it. Just a continuous presence in front of his face there.
Work with that stiff jab. Take it around the side. If Sexton did want to try and get in close and rough him up, well, that isn't working at the moment.
I think Sexton's main plan is not to take any hard punches cleanly, keep tight defences. Hopefully some of the steam, draw some of the steam out of Price. Can't jab with him, obviously. So he'll just be looking for little chances to pot shot here and there, but Price not giving him any of those.
Price just pot shot him with one of those right hands. Sexton saw that one coming. There were gasps in the crowd. I thought it was the moment. Yeah, it's really tough for Sexton. This is a guy who favours his jab himself. He says it's a really good weapon, but how can you use it against somebody with the physical advantages of David Price?
I think he's waiting for mistakes in the early stages here, and Price not making any, so he's going to have to earn the opportunities. He's probably going to have to spring in, move in with the punches. He's not going to box his way close, so he's going to have to take some chances sooner or later.
Well, John McDermott last time out, all adrenaline and nerves and butterflies, went hell for leather from the opening bell. That was a disaster. This is much more patient and thoughtful from Sexton, very respectful, but that's all it is. He tries to land a right hand of his own and fails. Price just picking him off at the moment.
Price's left hand work is really impressive. The jab's accurate, is quick, then his defences are back. That's what Sexton must be planning to do, that's what he has to do, just spring little assaults here and there.
Very calm character, Sam Sexton. He's going to need that temperament. And if he can get through this round as well, he'll be reasonably happy, never mind that he's lost these first 2 rounds. Not too many surviving 6 minutes with David Price at the moment.
Price is cagey himself, he's not committing himself, he's using his reach, using his physical advantages. Another round in the bank.
Off the jab, the left hook, right hand to the body, and counter if it comes in. If it comes in,
Franny Smith, his trainer, with the words of wisdom.
Well, not a single mistake yet from David Price. The jab working a treat, that was a little doubler. Trying to bring the right hand in. Difficult because Sexton obviously has to think mainly about defence in the early stages here.
Round 3 in this battle for the vacant British heavyweight title. David Price, the big fella in the white trunks, the local man, the red-hot prospect, Sam Sexton from Norwich, the big underdog, but a man who has belief in his own abilities. Well, if he's managed to avoid getting in any serious hot water at the moment, Sexton, you can't say he's not managed to do an awful lot in terms of roughing Price up or even landing anything on this towering opponent.
The Price just showing how quick he can be when Sexton does try to mount a little attack, just that little half step back. You know, he's got all the physical advantages as he will have with most opponents, but he uses them to the full, digging in body shots now.
Decent right hand to the body produces a response from Sexton. Wasn't the most accurate response. Yeah, it's not so much the quality of opponents that has seen Price just develop so phenomenally over the last 12 months. It's this sparring he's been getting, world-class sparring. As opponents of the Klitschko's bring him in, as they say, he's a Klitschko clone, and that, of course, is some compliment. And he's finding that he's holding his own with world-rated heavyweights. Getting through, and Sexton looks to land a right hand of his own. So Sexton's not going to go away easily here.
But that was good the way Price got the punches off, but then got his defences back nice and quickly. He's very tall for a heavyweight, and sometimes that can be vulnerable, so it's important, as he's doing again here, getting his defences back quickly.
The high guard from Sexton. Very, very respectful of that right hand, which is cocked and primed. And that is the game plan. Graham Everett, the trainer, very respected and experienced trainer, said we want to just try and frustrate Price, force some openings, force him to make some mistakes, tighten up a little bit, and then capitalise. But so far, Price showing terrific discipline and purpose, very focused in there.
Yeah, well, Price is the one who's expected to perform and produce the goods tonight. Sexton, a huge underdog. So, I mean, he's quite right to do what he's doing, hoping that eventually Price will start making some mistakes. No signs of that happening. No, he's been disciplined, he's been accurate with the jab, and he's just...
Oh, got him!
Shot.
He had to come! Just a little clipping right hand, and it's come right at the end of the round. That's good news for Sam Sexton. There's the power we were talking about.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You're having a really, really good round up today. Really, really good round, yeah? You're doing good. You all right? Yeah.
Graham Everett is trying to repair the damage psychologically in there, saying, forget about it. But how do you forget about being put on the floor like that?
I think that's just a little hint of the power that David Price carries, because that wasn't a full-blooded shot. It caught him high. It was a good punch, but it wasn't a full-blooded shot. Okay, you can see he wasn't badly hurt by it, but you can see anything he takes cleanly is going to be putting him on the floor. Terrific punch. Yep, well delivered, landed high, but just took everything away from Sam Sexton.
So the expectancy level here at the Aintree Equestrian Centre is going through the roof right now. And there is one punter in Liverpool whose blood pressure is going through the roof right now. He's reputed to have put £50,000 on Price winning inside 4 rounds. So he is sweating, and he is counting down the seconds.
Well, I think Sexton has learned that if he wants to make...
There's a wobble. There's just the right hand again, and he certainly wobbled. And again, it wasn't a clean shot. Sexton does look a bit shaky. There's a decent right hand gets through. Sexton's taken it well, but Price starting to unload here. And it's survival time for Sam Sexton, and he may not survive much more of this. A beautiful right uppercut. Howard Foster takes up the count. Sexton says he looks like he's going to be okay, but down twice. And Price moves in for the finish. Sexton flashing defiance. And Sexton is getting his defences exposed again, and Price looking to get this finish right here. But Sexton gritting his teeth and hanging on, some blood from the nose. But can he avoid that right hand?
But look at the control that Price is showing here. No hurry whatsoever, he knows the job is almost done. Just keeping his concentration. The power punches are doing their stuff.
There's another right upstairs, but he's bearing his punches as well. He's not just going hell for leather, he's picking some good shots to the body as well. Just breaking Sexton up, piece by piece. Another right hand, Sexton stumbles again. Price switches the attack downstairs, then finishes it with a beautiful right hook. And Howard Foster says that's it. What a finish from Price. The combination downstairs set it up. And then the finish, clinical, and Sexton is in some trouble here. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, that was a heavy knockdown, it was a huge punch. His head hit the canvas as he landed, so they'll keep him on the floor as a precaution. They'll get the medics standing by in case maybe he needs oxygen, whatever. He wants to get back up again. I mean, this man is amazingly tough. I mean, he actually did well at lasting as long as he did once the power punches started landing. It's good to see him walking back to his corner. But what a terrific performance from David Price. I mean, you put that on top of the John McDermott performance. He is more than ready to move on through the levels. Tremendous performance. Did not put a foot wrong.
And did you see that touch of class at the end there? He had Sexton on the floor. He knew it was over. Howard Foster would wave that off immediately. Price didn't go to his corner. His first thought was just to check that Sexton was okay. And thank goodness Sexton is okay. Well, it's another one inside the distance. His toughest test to date on paper. He's passed it with flying colours. And Liverpool finally has a British heavyweight champion.
Yeah, that was a terrific performance. Okay, it was expected to win tonight, but the manner of the victory, we thought Sam Sexton, with his experience and his toughness, would force some mistakes from him. But let's look at the uppercut. The rope stopped him from going over. He didn't actually touch down, but it's a knockdown because the ropes had held him up. At this point, it was just purely a matter of time. That was a tremendous punch, a terrific punch. And he didn't recover from that punch. He didn't get his balance back, so he couldn't generate any power in any of his own punches. So Price was free just to walk right through him and deliver huge punches. That's the same punch we're seeing again there. And full credit, a lot of British heavyweights would have called it a day at that point. The finishing punch was a tremendous shot. You can see the way he landed, his head hit the canvas, which was a little bit worrying. But phenomenal power that David Price carries, and add that to the boxing ability, the amateur pedigree he has. This guy is for real.
Oh yeah, believe the hype. The best British heavyweight potentially since Lennox Lewis, and that proved it. And the biggest hit around here since the Beatles, David Price, just proved himself. Very, very special indeed. Good to see Sam Sexton up on his feet and seemingly okay. But what a finish, what a performance once again from the emerging superstar in British heavyweight boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, British Heavyweight Championship boxing comes to Liverpool. Please show your appreciation for both boxers in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, our timekeeper, Mr. Gary Grennan, records an official time 2:07 of round number 4. Referee Howard Foster dispenses with the count. The winner by technical count-out, and new British and Commonwealth heavyweight champion from Liverpool, David Price.
Here, David Price comes through his toughest test with flying colours. Sexton down in the 3rd, knocked out in the 4th. Price, British and Commonwealth heavyweight champion, is ringside talking to Adam Smith.
A stunning performance. David Price, Liverpool's first ever British heavyweight champion. How does that sound?
Sounds great to me, mate. I mean, it's everything I've worked towards since I've turned professional. This was the first target. That's done. Now we can look forward again.
Your 13th fight, a patient, controlled start, and a very exciting finish. Everything go to plan?
I felt like I boxed the perfect fight then. I mean, I don't think Sam Sexton laid a glove on me, so I boxed a good fight. I knew I'd have to be patient at first with Sam because I knew he'd be tight, he'd have a good defence, be pretty cagey. But once I started getting through, I knew I'd penetrated and I'd hit him, and I did.
And that jab is such an important weapon, isn't it, for a guy as big as you and a heavyweight?
Well, no one's seen the jab be used from me for I don't know how long because the fights have finished so quickly. So I'm glad that went a little bit longer so people could get to see a bit of variation in my work. You know, I felt I used my jab well then, and I just boxed the plan, really.
Now, I know you've been abroad sparring, getting experience. How quickly do you think you can now move to the next level, or are you going to look forward to defending your British title a few times?
Well, I think Frank will answer that question for you, but for me, I'm ready to move on and challenge the best out there. I mean, it's got to take me time, of course, but I've got to make a gradual step up, and Sam Sexton's no mug by any stretch of the imagination. No one's done that to him. I don't even know if he's been put over or he's been stopped on his feet, but you know, if I'm making a statement like that, I'm going to have to move forward again.
A phenomenal demolition job from your man, David Price. How far will he go, Frank? Let's be honest now.
Well, I think what we saw tonight was a perfect performance. 10 out of 10. He was calm, he was collective. He worked the jab. That's the best jab I've seen since Lennox Lewis in a British ring. The patience was unbelievable. It reminded me of the night of Razor Ruddock. We've now got someone I really believe that will bring the world heavyweight title back to Great Britain. But it's all about time and patience. And as he said, he's learning, and he's just got to keep taking his time. You know, we're in no rush, but when he steps in the ring for the fight for the world title, he will give a performance like that, and he will bring this world title back to Liverpool.
Liverpool are getting behind him. He's intelligent, he's personable, he can fight, he can punch. Does he tick every box?
He ticks 10 out of 10. I mean, this guy, wherever he fights, will bring the whole of Britain behind him. He is a credit to the sport of boxing.
You came to Germany to see the Klitschko's recently. Do you think that is your ultimate destiny, that you will one day become a world heavyweight champion, David?
I believe that is my destiny to do so. And I mean, I'm doing everything right. I haven't done a thing wrong since I've turned pro. I'm not going to fix anything because it ain't pro. We're going to just keep working hard in the gym, getting better all the time, because I'm not the finished article yet, but I will get there. And I just want to thank everyone who's turned out tonight, and it's only going to get bigger. We've got the best fans in the world in Liverpool, football and boxing, so it's been a great night.
Step by step, but you've really taken off tonight.
I have taken off. That was the end of the beginning for me. Now we're going to start and really go for it.
We're very excited about the journey ahead. Enjoy your night, David Price.